enjoy editing as much as I enjoy creating, and it was not like that when I first started taking vlogging seriously. So I'm glad I didn't just like quit and give up because I hated the editing process. I just figured out a different way that works for me. Hey girl, hey, it's me, Amber D, and thank you so much for coming through for another video. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, girl, so it is Monday, Memorial Day, and I just made myself a little iced coffee. You know, I really love my warm drink in the morning. I normally either make my decaf coffee or like a herbal tea, my cinnamon spice tea or chamomile tea. And I'll make my little creamer and mix it all up and get everything frothed up good. And I love me a good warm drink in the morning. But go ahead, into summer, it's a little bit too warm for a warm drink in the morning. So I made myself a little iced coffee. I just made my decaf K-Cups. I made 4 of those and yesterday. And I put them in a little glass jar and put it in the refrigerator, and then I just have it, you know, already cold, because the cold brew that people buy to make iced coffees at home, I don't think they make those in decaf. The only ones I've ever been able to find anywhere are just like regular coffee. So I was like, I guess I'll just make my own, so I can make my own, you know, iced coffees without having to make it each morning hot and, you know, cool it down. I was just like, let me just make the K-Cups ahead of time. So I made the coffee with my little decaf K-Cups. And I put it in the refrigerator to cool. And then I just added half coffee. I added some ice, half coffee. And I did my oatmeal creamer with some brown sugar. I do 2 scoops of a half a teaspoon, which makes it 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. And then I froth that up together. And so it's essentially, it's like half and half. I do about half of the creamer and half coffee, which I think makes it a latte or a cappuccino. I don't know. We'll see. But it, you know, when it's half and half, it's not like regular coffee anymore, because it's got so much of the other stuff. But I like it anyway. Since it's Memorial Day and I'm off today, I would normally be at work, and then on Tuesdays when I'm off, I'm normally recording a video for what I post for my Wednesday videos, because my Sunday videos are my weekly vlogs, Monday through Saturday. And then I edit on Saturday and post on Sunday. But my Wednesday videos, it's like videos about other topics. And I usually record that on Tuesday when I'm off. Record for that Wednesday video early. That way I still have time to edit. And I still have time to like chill and rest and relax before I have to, you know, just get back to work on Wednesday. So since today is Monday and I'm off, I decided to take advantage of having an off day so I can, I'm going to record my Wednesday video today and then get that out of the way. And then that way, if I feel like it, I can edit today. If not, I can still edit tomorrow and have it ready to go to upload on Wednesday. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel after I get everything done and recorded. So I'm just doing my makeup right now. And this is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer for my super oily eyelids. But I mean, I hear a lot of creators saying, you know, like that they really don't like editing, and a lot of people who don't create content really don't understand. And I remember, because I started taking vlogging serious. I had my channel for a while, but I started taking vlogging seriously last year. I started off the year with the vlogging camera, and this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Matte Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. And I'm just going to do like a few spots of this. But I started off last year doing January of 2023, I started vlogging with, I asked for a vlogging camera for Christmas, and my husband got me one, and I started vlogging. I started out the year, I probably vlogged on that camera, I think it was all the way through to like May or June. I vlogged on that camera, and I would record on my camera, and then I would transfer the clips from my camera to my laptop, and the whole process took so long. Like, just transferring the clips from my camera to my laptop, you know, from my SD card to my laptop took so long. And I was like, what is it? I mean, I can't even start editing until, you know, like I gotta go through all of this extra before I can even get to editing. And then editing from my laptop, I never enjoyed it. It always just took so much longer than I felt like it should have taken. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like when I'm editing on my phone for like shorts or reels or whatever, like, it don't take this long. So why does it have to take this long on my laptop if I'm supposed to have so much more capability in my laptop than my phone, right? So it was around like summer of last year when I went back to vlogging on my phone. And then from there, I would just, I had my really big SD card with all the space on it. I would just, put that in my phone to record and get all my vlog clips and have it go straight to my SD card so it wasn't taking up too much space on my phone. And then I would take that SD card and put it in my tablet and edit my videos on my tablet on an app on my tablet. So it was very similar to how I was editing short form videos on an app on my phone, but now it's an app on my tablet. So I have a bigger screen to work with, especially for my YouTube clips that are wide. And it was just like so much easier that way. And I was like, why aren't more people not talking about doing this? Like, it's just so much easier to edit on my tablet than it was on my laptop. And I'm just more comfortable vlogging on my phone. I just feel like it's a lot easier. I don't have to carry both the camera and a phone, especially since I'm kind of into smaller purses now anyway. But when I was vlogging on my camera, I had, you know, kind of got the courage to, you know, start using my camera in public. Because, you know, sometimes you feel awkward and uncomfortable, you know, having your camera out in public. But I had moved past that. I had got over that, and I was comfortable using my camera in public. And then I was just like, sometimes I feel like it's unnecessary to have my camera and my phone when especially since I got my new phone for Christmas, and my camera on my phone is a lot better than my camera on my last phone. So even though it may not necessarily be vlog camera quality videos, it's still better quality than my last phone. And I feel like it's just a lot more convenient to vlog from my phone, to edit on my tablet, and life is so much easier as a content creator for me. Like, I enjoy editing as much as I enjoy creating, and it was not like that when I first started taking vlogging seriously. So I'm glad I didn't just like quit and give up because I hated the editing process. I just figured out a different way that works for me, and I love it. But anyway, girl, let me go ahead and finish getting ready so I can record and get to the rest of my day. But I will see you in a bit. All right, girl, so I finished recording everything I needed to record. That video will be up before this one, and it is my Kobe Year series episode 5, my elevated casual capsule wardrobe episode. So if you haven't already, please go back and watch that video. I thoroughly appreciate you. But in that video, I did do like a closet clean out, and I did throw away a few items, but most of it is still pretty good. And I'm actually just here at the little donation spot to donate that and drop these off for donations. And then I'll be back at the house. It's just that quick and easy. I am going to go ahead and editing today. Normally for my Wednesday videos, I like for those videos to be about 10 to 20 minutes. I don't like for those to be too long of videos. And I'll typically have about maybe 30 to 40 minutes worth of footage to kind of get down to 10 to 20 minutes. But for today's video, I have about an hour's worth of footage to get down to as little as possible. Hopefully I can get this video to be about 20-25 minutes at the most, so we'll see. But let me go ahead and drop these clothes off so I can get back to the house and start editing. All right, girl. So it is Wednesday and just wrapping up everything for work. It is like literally already almost 2:30. And normally on Wednesdays, I'm getting off work around 1 or maybe like 1:10. And then I'll stop in at the bank and do our deposit. And I'm headed home around 1:30 usually getting home around 2. And not today, girl. That bank, I walked into the bank, there was 8 people in line ahead of me. 8 people. I don't know what's going on with their system, but a lot of people was just like trying to make a withdrawal or a simple deposit, and I don't know if they stuff was down or what, so nobody could do it outside of having to come in and have someone help them to do it, you know, from behind the counter. But girl, I was we didn't leave work today until around 2, which I already knew coming into today that we were going to have a patient that was going to be there till about 1:30 or so, and then we ended up we were wrapping things up like a little bit before 2, and so I was getting to the bank like right around 2, and it is literally 2:28, and I'm just now pulling out of the bank parking lot. Like this is not how I like my Wednesdays to go, especially since I'm like really wanting to hurry up and get home and finish the book that I started yesterday. It is so good. It's so good. So if you saw my last vlog, I on Saturday I got a new book because, you know, it was Memorial Day weekend. I was like, I got some time this weekend. I'm gonna be reading. Got myself a new book, and I was like, I may even start it on Sunday, and I didn't. I actually left the house to do hair on Sunday, and by the time I got back, my husband was getting home from work, and then kind of by that time we just kind of settled into our normal routine that we have after he gets home from work. And so I didn't start reading on Sunday, and then I was like, you know, I'll just start tomorrow on Monday. So on Monday, since I was off from work, it was Memorial Day, and I decided to record my video for Wednesday that's already up now. I was talking to you about before, and I was like, let me just go ahead and take advantage of this day off. I'm gonna record on Monday, and then I went ahead and edited and got all that done and taken care of. And literally by the time I was done with that, my husband was getting home from work, and then we just kind of fell into our normal after work routine, and I didn't start reading on Monday. So I did start reading the book yesterday on Tuesday, which is my normal day off anyway. So I literally could have got this book any weekend or any day and read it on Tuesday, like any normal Tuesday. And I'm almost done. The book is 29 chapters. It's called 7-10 Split by Carmen Lee, and it's 29 chapters. I got 5 chapters left to go. I read almost the whole thing yesterday, and the only reason I didn't finish the last 5 chapters is because we left to go to my husband's bowling league. And I definitely wanted to go. He plays all types of sports, and over the years he's been in all different types of sports leagues, and I like to go and watch him play and support him. So I went last night instead of just staying home to finish the book. And like, I've been ready to get back into it since I stopped reading yesterday, but I had to go to work today, so I couldn't just wake up and finish my book. But I'm really, really, really excited to finish, because, you know, like books or even movies, like anything in general, they have oh my gosh, what is this traffic doing? Like there's always, you know, the main character has like the big obstacle that they're trying to overcome. And, you know, they may start off slow, and then finally, when it seems like everything is finally going right, they're just about to overcome the big obstacle, there's like that one last big plot twist that looks like it's going to ruin everything. And that's right where I am in the book, at the last big plot twist. So right as I was finishing the last chapter yesterday, it was getting like so extra good. And I was like, oh, we got to go. But I'm excited to get home and finish the book. So it's 2:30 right now. By the time I get home and get settled, I should have an hour or 2 to read before it's time for me to start cooking. So that'll give me plenty of time to finish the last few chapters. But I'm really, really loving this book so far. I'll let you know, of course, how the ending goes and everything. Well, I won't let you know, because I don't want to spoil it in case anybody does decide to get it. But I'll let you know if it had a good ending or if it sucked or whatever. But I'll definitely let you know. But let me go ahead and get home in this traffic. I don't know what traffic is doing. All these people at the bank. It's a lot going on this Wednesday afternoon. Ugh. Hey girl. It's Thursday, and girl, today just about took me out. I wouldn't say I woke up in a bad mood, but shortly after, yes. I mean, I feel like once I realized that it was Thursday and it was a Thursday that I have to work, because you normally work every other Thursday. So, like the Thursdays that I work, I'm working like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that 3-day stretch, for whatever reason, is just really hard for me to wrap my head around. I definitely struggled through the day. I mainly struggled to control my attitude. I was very frustrated with work and just being at work. I mean, today was very much a struggle for me. Very, very, very much so. I mean, and once I got to work, it did nothing positive for my attitude, for my frustrations, for my mood, for anything. It was just all around not the best day. And I'm the type of person where I'm like, I feel like I'm a perpetual optimist. I'm always gonna find the bright side in every situation. I'm always gonna search for that silver lining. And right now, I'm just really struggling to find that, to do that, to stay positive, to focus on the good. And it is what it is. But pray for your girl, because I'm struggling right now. Not in life in general, just with my work situation. It's just not, it's not what I need it to be right now. But anyway, at least work is done for the day. I'm home. Just did my skincare, which was just my Thursday skincare. I do my retinol, which is from The Ordinary. It's their Grand Active Retinol 2% Emulsion. And I am absolutely loving this. I've been using it for about a week at this point. With the other retinol that I first started using it, you know, they said when you first start using retinol, it can take 4 to 8 weeks before you start to see results. And just using this higher percentage of retinol, like I feel like I saw results immediately. Like using it that first night, my skin felt so soft, but then also like the next morning, I could tell like this is where my pores usually are like a little bit bigger. Right here and like right here. Like there is not really much going on. Not much at all. And I feel like the only thing that changed since the last time my pores were doing the most was this retinol. And breakout wise, we're doing really, really good. Fine lines and wrinkles wise, we're doing really, really good. So that's everything that retinol is supposed to help with. And I feel like it's definitely helping. So, hey, there we go. I was able to find the positive in today. So, there's that. And then also I have this new lip balm that I've been using. It's from e.l.f. It's their Squeeze Me Lip Balm. And it's in vanilla frosting. And it is very much vanilla frosting. It's it smells like the vanilla candle from Walmart, from Mainstays. A very much vanilla cupcake scent. It goes away as soon as you rub it in, but I want to get another one to put on my nightstand, because I was using the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip. I have this one that was here, like when I finished putting on my skincare. Then I have one on my nightstand. And even though you can still see like so much product left in the bottle, in the jar, or whatever, like I can't get nothing out. No matter how much I do my best to try to scrape around the side, like nothing else is coming out on this little wand. And same thing with my the one by my on my nightstand. Like there's product up down here, there's product up here, but it ain't no product coming out on the wand. So it was $9 for this, only to be able to use like half of it. This one was only $4, but it is about half the size. So, but at the very least, I should be able to get at least most of the product out of here. So I'll take it. But seeing this out today was very much a struggle for me. I already started drinking, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the rest of my drink, girl. Happy Thursday. Hey girl, hey. It is Saturday, and as you saw, I just got back in from running some errands. I just went by the bank to make a deposit, and then I went to the grocery store. We actually just got our big curbside order yesterday. We got our grocery order and our Walmart order, but when I was placing the grocery order, me and the app were not getting along, and I actually had to empty out my cart and then re-put everything back in. And I forgot to put some stuff in. So, and I didn't even realize until I was going through everything we got yesterday to make sure we got everything. So after I went by the bank, I ran by H-E-B, which is a big grocery store here in Texas. And I got just a few things. So this weekend actually makes 3 weeks since I switched to my less dairy diet. And if you remember, I told you I was going to be doing it I was going to try it for 4 weeks. And I say less dairy because I'm not completely dairy free. I have still been eating cheese, and I did have a little bit of sour cream. I had some sour cream, but other than cheese and sour cream, this past 3 weeks I have not had any dairy. So I've been on almond milk for about 8, 9, 10 years at this point. But a couple years ago, I did switch to a coconut milk based yogurt that I really liked, and I've been having that yogurt for the most part ever since. But a few months ago, I did get a regular yogurt only because it had the protein in it. And it was just like a regular dairy yogurt with protein in it. And I actually really liked it. But for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been eating any. And I did see that H-E-B has a protein dairy-free yogurt. So I wanted to try it, and I had it on my grocery list, but I forgot to put it back on. So it's a dairy-free protein yogurt, and it's mixed with both. It's plant-based, so it has an almond and coconut base. And then it has different flavors. It has a protein in it. This one is mango. I also got a strawberry one. I also got a blueberry one. And they said they had a vanilla one, but I couldn't find it. So I just got a second mango one because I wanted to get 4 of those. Because I have also still been making my egg bites for breakfast, and I usually make about 3 for myself a week. So if I have 3 of those and 2 of these in a week, then that gets me through 5 breakfasts, you know, during the work week. So even though I only work 4 days a week, but that'll get me through for breakfast. And then I'll have 2 of these this upcoming week, and then I'll have 2 of these next week with 3 more egg bites that I'll make for myself next weekend. And then so what I did remember, let me show you. I did remember to put this on the grocery list. That we got yesterday. And you know, I really love my ice cream after dinner, and I have been eating, oh, let me get those too. I have been eating these pineapple popsicles after dinner, not every night, but just sometimes. And I really, really, really like these. And I had actually put the mango ones on my grocery list for yesterday, and they didn't have any. They were out of them. They said they were out of stock. So when I was in there today, I did look for more mango ones. The whole popsicle area was like, they had the lights out in the frozen area where the popsicles are. So not only did they not have mango ones, but I couldn't even get any more pineapple ones. But I'm glad I was able to get this dairy-free gelato from Talenti. It is the caramel toffee crunch flavor. And girl, it is so good. It is so good. Like, if I did not know this was dairy-free, I would think this is just regular ice cream. It's so good. It says it's made with cashew butter. I don't know if you can see, but I've had cashew ice cream before, like cashew dairy-free ice cream before. And they say that cashew is going to give you the most similar consistency to regular ice cream, because it's a thicker milk, more like regular milk versus the almond milk or coconut milk. So it's going to make for a creamier ice cream. And I've had it before, and I can definitely agree with that. But the one I had, it still wasn't ice cream. It still tasted like dairy-free ice cream that was closer to ice cream than the other ice creams I had tasted before. But this one right here, this dairy-free gelato, like, if nobody told me this was dairy-free, I wouldn't have no idea. It doesn't taste like sugar-free ice cream. It doesn't taste like fat-free ice cream. It tastes like ice cream, like regular Creamy Creations from H-E-B ice cream. Like, so good, girl. So, so, so good. But anyway, I had some last night after dinner, and 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 100%. So I'm very happy to have found this, because you know how I feel about my ice cream after dinner. And then the last thing that I got is just some sushi from Sushi. If you are in Texas and you go to H-E-B, most of the H-E-B locations have a sushi I don't want to say sushi restaurant, but it's like a sushi area, just like the, you know, seafood and the meat market. Like they have a sushi area and they have real sushi professionals in there making fresh sushi daily. This one that I got today is it's a California roll, but it's the crunchy California roll. So I think Sushi does that too. It's just a California roll, which has sushi rice, spicy crab salad, avocado, cucumber, spicy mayo, sushi sauce, and then what makes it crunchy, it has the crispy onions on top, and I love crispy onions, so I think I'm really gonna like this one. All right, so this is what she looks like. Like I said, a regular California roll, but it has the crispy onions on top, and I'm really excited to try it. All right, this is what she looks like on the inside. You see the cucumber, the crab salad, the sushi rice, the spicy mayo and everything on the outside. Let me get a little bit of soy sauce. All right, cheers. That's pretty good. Best sushi so far. Pretty good. It definitely has more of a crunch than before, between the cucumber and the crispy onion, so I definitely like that. Sometimes the avocado consistency is a little too much for me, but not in this. This is good. I found a winner. But all right, girl, that is it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the rest of my sushi. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this vlog up here. Thank you so much for spending the week with me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.